Hi guys, it's Arsh Ellahi, and in today's video we're going to be doing a different kind of session where we're going to be showing you how to find some of the best deals in the UK right now without having to do any of the hard work and spend any money. So that sounds a bit too good to be true, right? So before we do that, I want you to do me a small quick favor and hit that subscribe button and also press the notification bell so that every time I release a new video, you get notified of it. So let's get moving on. So today we're going to be talking about the Property Investor app. So what is the Property Investor app? It's the UK's first property investment platform which showcases all kinds of different deals all over the UK. Now, why was this created? This was created by me just over 2 years ago. So it was launched in April 2019. And the aim was just to create one platform which showcases all kinds of deals. So when we're looking at below market value deals, whether we're looking at rent to rent deals, service accommodation deals, and if you go to websites like Zoopla, Rightmove, On the Market, they don't have these kind of deals, not spelt out in the way that we present them anyway. So we're going to be showing you what the Property Investor app is all about, and more importantly, why you should be involved in this. And the best part is it's absolutely free for you to get involved. There's no cost attached unless you want to purchase a property. So let's get moving straight on. So there's two ways to get involved. You can either go to our website, which is propertyinvestorapp.co.uk. And when you go on the website, you do have to register. Or alternatively, if you don't want to go on the website and you've got a smartphone, you can go to the App Store and type in Property Investor. You'll see us on the app. You'll see us there where you can download and register. It takes us approximately 2 minutes. You can find us on the Apple App Store. You can find us on Google Play if you've got an Android phone. So let's get moving straight on. So when you're going to go to the Property Investor app, let me just quickly start from the beginning. You're going to see a sign up, or you're going to see a login. I've already logged in, and this is going to take me to me as a user. So properties wise, you're going to see all kinds of different properties. So you're going to see below market value opportunities. You're going to see lease option opportunities. You're going to see rent to rent deals. You're going to see, all different kinds of opportunities there. And these are the kind of deals that you won't see on Rightmove, not spelt out in this manner anyway. So all the deals that we've got are kind of exclusive to us. So where else are you going to find a 44% below market value opportunity? Do Rightmove advertise 44% below market value opportunities? No, they don't. So let's have a quick look at what this one's all about. So click onto the property. One of the things, I'm going to talk you through some of the features as to what the Property Investor app and why lots of investors decide to choose us. We've got over 30,000 people on the platform, but we want that to grow. We're continually growing on a daily basis. So you can see some of the images. We try and provide you with as many images as possible so that when you see a property, you kind of instantly say, yes, I want it. So you've got the images. We then provide you with the maps of the location. So what we're trying to show you is how far are you away from all the different styles, all the different local attractions. So we could be talking about hospitals, universities, town centres, large employers. So buying a property is the easy part. Making sure that you've got the demand for it to be let out consistently is obviously key, so that you guys are making money as property investors. So we're showing you all the details as to where all these people will be coming from once you've purchased such a great deal. So one of the key things about properties is making sure that the figures are correct. So on the Property Investor app, when we boast that it's a 44% below market value opportunity, we make sure those figures stack up. So in this scenario, the purchase price is £45,000, but we said that the market value is around £80,000. So we've created almost like screenshots to justify where our figures have come from. So within the same location, a one bedroom flat is 120,000, and you've got other ones which are 95,000. We've been very conservative to say that ours is worth 80,000, which is still below what these are showing on screen. The same we do with rental valuations, just so that you can see how realistic these figures are. Now, on this one in particular, it does say cash buyers buyers only, and they must be able to complete within 3 weeks. That's not with all properties on the Property Investor app. This one is specific because the vendor is very motivated. There's a specific reason as to why she needs to complete within 3 weeks. Normally, the majority, I'd say 99% of the stock on the app is standard properties that you can purchase with a mortgage and complete within a timely 2 to 3 month timescale. So this is a very rare occasion that you have to complete it within 3 weeks, but bearing in mind she is offering it at a great discount at 44% below market value. So we do charge a fee. I don't mind saying that. We charge a finder's fee for every property, and the reason why we've done that is because we've done all the hard work. We've already sent our marketing out, we've appraised the property, we've packaged the property, and now it's ready to go. All you guys are literally going to look at it and say perhaps yes or no. So we give a brief description as to what the property is all about, telling you how many other properties are on the block, telling you where the property is occupied and where it's close to, which takes us on to the location. We try and spell out whereabouts in the country this is and what it's actually close to. So is it close to university, hospital, town centre, etc. We then also tell you if the property is occupied by showing you the rental information. Is it rented? And generally we try and put what kind of tenant is in there. So is it a benefit tenant? Is it a professional tenant? Is it students, etc.? We try and give you as much information so that you've got that, so that you know what you're dealing with. Then we've got the vision. Now the vision is very simply a place where I kind of spell out what you should be doing with this property to capitalize and make the most from it. So in this scenario, I say that you can purchase a property at £45,000, which is 44% below market value. You can then 6 months later potentially refinance this against the open market value. So if you purchase this for £45,000 cash, you can then 6 months later go to a bank, like a mortgage, like let's just say Shawbrook or Aldermore and all the other mortgage lenders out there, and say, guys, I've got this property. I think it's now worth £80,000. I'd like to refinance on this. And if you're going to lend me approximately 75% of that, that means that the lenders are going to lend you up to 75% of the open market value of 80,000, which means that they're going to lend you £60,000 on this asset, which means that you've still got your 25% equity in the property, and you're now able to pull out the best part, £60,000, which means that you've got your initial money back plus some more. Now, and this is the way that property investors are able to start to build large portfolios, because they're refinancing against a full market value, they're getting their money out, or a technical term which property investors use, they're recycling their deposit, they're recycling their cash. And they go again, they go again, and they go again. If you purchase a property at full market value, the chances of you being able to recycle your deposit may be quite limited. So you do have to bear that in mind. We then go on to discuss the cash flow forecast. So what does this property look like from a numbers point of view? So we'll tell you that the income is £570 a month because that's what it's currently producing. We then look at the mortgage costs. Well, we work on the basis of zero here because it's a cash purchase. We then work on the basis that if you were to have it managed, it'd be 10% plus VAT, which is 10% of 570, which is £57. Plus the VAT element, which is approximately £13, £11. Maths is a bit bad there. So it's about £68 a month. Then you've got your service charge and ground rent, because obviously this is a flat and it's a leasehold property. We've already told you that there's 125 years left on the lease. Then we look at what these figures look like from a managed and self-managed basis. When we talk about self-managed, this is where you're going to manage the property yourself. If it's managed, it means that you hand it over to a letting agency. Just so that you know, there's no obligation for you to have it managed or self-managed. You decide what you want to do with the property. We're just giving you the figures so that you know what they kind of look like. The one thing that we do say is that all these figures are for information purposes only. You still have to do your facts and your fact finding and just making sure that these figures work out according to your calculations. Now, finally, if you have got to this point, you said, okay, so far I like the property. Yes, I understand it's below market value. I understand the style of property it is. I understand where it's located. I understand the kind of tenants and what it's producing. What's the next step? Next step is that if you're looking to get involved, you need to understand the capital required to get involved. So you know that the purchase price in this scenario is $45,000. You know that it's cash, so there's no deposit required and the full amount is required in cash. We've got the legals figure there, we've got the stamp duty figure, and then finally we've got the finder's fee, which is our fee, which again is 4,000 plus VAT, which in this scenario is 4,800. So the total capital required is 52,150. And we then just work out the return on investment, which is basically the cash flow per annum, and we divide it by the capital input, which gives us respectively between 10 and 12% dependent on the managed or self-managed basis. Next steps that you go through to is that if you're interested, you reserve it, which is by paying the finder's fee. Anything that we hold is fully refundable. You then go and view where you're going to meet the owner direct, and then you decide whether you're going to proceed or not. If you decide not to proceed, anything that we hold is fully refundable. So that's just giving you an idea of that property. So having a quick look through what we've got lease options. So this is where you don't pay any rent to the owner for 2 years. There's a reason for that, and you'll need to go into the details to understand why. We've then got below market value 5-bed HMO in Hull. We've got properties in Swansea. We've got a 7-year rent to rent in Liverpool. We've got below market value deals in Bradford. We've got a service accommodation deal in Birmingham. We've got a property in Wales, Aberdeen. We've got a property in Swansea, which is a property converted into 3 flats. We've got a service accommodation deal in Stockton-on-Tees. We've got a 5-bed HMO in Coventry, not to mention 2 kinds of blocks of flats in Scotland, and a development opportunity in Brierley Hill, which is close to Dudley. And we've got over 200 properties listed on the app. So I'm just showing you kind of page 1 of 18 here. So what we're after is more investors, but more importantly, if you're an estate agent, you're a letting agent, you're an auction house, or you're a property sourcer, we also want to speak to you. And the reason why we want to speak to you is because we've now created the Property Investor Uploader. And what the uploader is a facility where you can upload your property onto the Property Investor app, and you can start selling your deals to our database, and it doesn't cost you anything. We just work on a basis of our fee structure is a 50-50 split based on the properties which are referred to us. So we work on a split fee basis. So in actual fact, if you're an estate agent and you're still making your money from the seller, it's actually not costing you anything, because our service is born from charging the buyers. So you can see how it works right there. As well as that, you can actually upload your property. So very simply, to upload your property, you can choose which kind of category it's going to fall under. As well as that, you give us all the information showing us where about in the region it is, or which region it falls under, and giving us the house number, the postcode, and the town. And the reason why we need to do this is so that we can clarify the figures as to how that looks. So you've done your figures. I need to check whether your figures stack up with our figures so that we can confirm that it's actually a deal. So this is where you'll need to put in as much information about the property. And as well as that, here's the opportunity where you can add all your photos, your videos, and your property documents. And that's where you press save and upload. And that's where it will send it to us at the Property Investor app. Just to confirm that the property is now ready for us to appraise. Finally, as well as that, if you like your podcast, we've actually got a media section where I upload a podcast every Tuesday at 6 a.m. So it's called The Property Rebel. You can find it on all the podcast stores. So whether you're looking on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, just to name a few. As well as that, we upload it onto the Property Investor app. The only other thing that I would mention is that once you've seen a property on the Property Investor app, just imagine that you've got this property here. You can actually reserve it on the app, and you can reserve it by clicking the reserve button, and you can actually send us a message on the app as well, so that we've got a very interactive messaging feature service. So there we have it, guys. Just a short video just telling you that there are platforms out there, specifically the Property Investor app platform, which gives you all the best deals in the UK, and you don't need to really be searching on Rightmove and Zoopla if you're looking for your next opportunity. Hopefully you found that of interest and of use. As always, if there's any questions, please leave them below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That really helps me as we push up the YouTube rankings. Finally, guys, if you want to connect with me on social media, you can do so by finding me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter under the handle of Arsh Ellahi. And finally, I should say, don't forget to download the Property Investor app. Again, You can go to propertyinvestorapp.co.uk, or you can go to the App Store, type in Property Investor, and download it from there, from Apple App Store or Google Play Store. So, guys, as always, I wish you all to be safe, well, and happy, and I look forward to speaking to you all very soon. Thank you, and bye-bye.